Hello, welcome to another little video here. This one of two, an ant and a beetle. Image by Alex Wild, great image. So that's the beetle and that's an ant, and they are sort of mirroring each other, I guess. These are the basic shapes, basic phi areas we're going to use. Got some shapes, some primary area maps, and some through line maps. So, first of all, let's find our basic phi rectangle if we can. And that will be helpful. That'll be square one. Square one. So for a beetle, if we go to the full body, we get that, which is not obvious. If we do, where's the real obvious one? Is here. And it's not even obvious. Is here, I guess. So that's the front to the back to the width. So that's the most, let's see, since that's too long, that looks to me like the most obvious phi rectangle. So we take that and scale it up once. That will give us another harmonic phi rectangle, which we can add to that, and that starts to create some sense there in terms of the length. And in terms of some other features, so that's the same as the head there. And this one will be almost like that. So I'll get rid of that one, even though that's not the right width. It is the right length. Okay, so there is phi in there, mostly related to this full head of the beetle there. Whereas the ant is conceivably a bit of a different thing here. That middle part really fits well there, which is a phi relationship to the whole body, and then the whole head There's again a phi relationship, so maybe that's the basic arrangement here. So yeah, looks like the ant is phi to the whole body. Nothing fits perfectly because it's such a non-rectangle shape. Okay. Yeah. So they're both phi. There's not a lot of triangles, so that's not the best exercise. Let's do some basic area maps. Try the phi area map. And again, yeah, if we go to that part, in which case both of these are coming out of these corners here, which would suggest that it's the other map, this map, that uses the corner. But as a basic phi division, right on that white line, I believe that's a full solid body there. That's just a white marking. Right there, marking a number of these points. Take that as even the same scale. In fact, if we go right out to the end, I'll get about that. If we go to here, we get this. Now, right in the center, doing this whole thing. Again, these knee joints on rough phi lines. And if we did just go down to the head, yeah, we could get those eyes right there if we wanted, but and then it would go sort of from the back of the head to the front of the feelers there. Okay, let's try the other one, the Fibonacci one, where it goes to the corners actually. That will possibly show us these appendages a little bit better. this map is really doing a lot of the lines are the same as the other map, so. And since it doesn't fit the body square in that sense, it's not that important. It's not that big of a difference. Does that joint and that joint. And that joint. Right, and this one is going to put these antennas right also there. Identifies that area slightly differently. Alright. And let's try the circle map. Doesn't look like there's a lot of circles in here, but so the length of the body is approximately the width of the stance there. That's really putting these, seem like transition areas right in these kind of vescas. The vesca, like the Vesca Pisces, is created by two circles, that seed shape between two circles, right? Articulating the eye, this major line here, which is the root of the antennas there. There's something internal happening there, but then also this void space right there. Very nice, and again, sort of roughly the width of the antennas. And the ant, if we do the same thing, if it's the length of the body, is approximately the width of the stance and almost the shape of the back there. And those are not the same shapes, but I can see that's working really well. Moving into this. There's a number of others, those are not bad harmonies at all. Even though that body's wider, it's marking it really accurately. And that, of course, is just the length of the body, right? Almost seems to want to put the eyes in those circles. It was squared on the head here. Maybe that's it, because those circles are creating phi spirals, so they might be. And then hinting at these two major cross points here. What? I don't know. I don't know. We can try the other circle pattern just to see if that changes anything. They are slightly different with huge commonalities between them, the two maps. Slight different orientations of the vescas there. Telling some slightly different stories. To read the maps. The exercise is to read the maps. Cool. Yes, okay. Let's try this linear Fibonacci-based map. Now they're not really lined up here, but you can see there's 4 points, which is the same as the beetle. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's technically more, but the major ones are. Okay, let's try the phi spiral. This one is exemplifying this middle track. So if I make that middle track as wide as this body, gets quite large. There, those spirals start to hit on major extensions of the body. And the legs, and these legs too, in a bit of a different way, like that. Certainly those. Again, just hitting a bunch of points on these legs. I should check those antennas for circles or something. Just from the tip to tip makes that center channel basically bang on there. Still doing the legs, the eyes a bit. The head is really tilted, but yeah, I don't think there's a shape that's going to describe that back end perfectly there. Not using that map anyway. Let's try this one, the inverse. That one we just did. You can see the spirals in this map also, just opposite way. So middle channel is approximately as wide as the body. I guess basically just those shapes aren't that complex. Here's one which is that phi rectangle. So these should all just be phi increments expanding out, proportional to each other. So if we line them up on the antenna there, it should they're too similar to be a phi step. They're not doing consecutive phi steps. That one almost, that one, then it loses it. Yeah, I guess you kind of have to go off the points at the end there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I think that's basically them, unless we could find out of these are some of the other shapes we have at our disposal here. There's the phi spiral. These are all iterations of that. And they all work in different ways sometimes, usually. But it can take a while to find the exact one. Let's try something like this one. I kind of just like this shape. Let's see if it has any relevance to the beetle here. Again, if we do the body to body, it's a phi shape, so it's going to describe a number of the 5 points that we've already discovered. Just if we could make some different shapes here. Something like that, a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. So, definitely phi. They are both phi. They are both phi, and phi relative to each other. Maybe hard to say. This is Photoshop. They're just put on a table. Looks like they're alive. And looks like they're aware of each other. But who knows? Only Alex Wilde knows. time circling around this internal square there. Awesome. Okay, great. Thank you very much, folks. Thank you very much. Have a great day out there. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.